Hello, hello. It is a rainy Thursday, the 2nd of February. Oop. What does it sound like? I am not coming in any sound. I see what the problem is. Toot, toot, toot. Here we go. Alright. Crisis averted. Oh my god. Don't tell me. Don't tell me I've had this since Turnip Boy. I mean, it should not be since Turnip Boy because I know it was recording. It is my video tube thing. Did not pick up the microphone because I had it muted for a separate meeting. So if the Turnip Boy video looks like I'm not saying anything, it's because I'm a fool. Anyway, yes, where was I? I'm Creatrix Tiara, coming to you from Melbourne, Australia, but also more accurately known as the Lads and the Bunwarong Wairong people of the Kulin Nations. I pay my respects to the traditional custodians of the land and to elders, past and present, and any indigenous people watching. This has and also be Aboriginal land. As I said, it's 7 p.m. 2nd of February, second day, second month, 2022? No, 2023. And as you might have seen from like the sort of notification or if you saw on social media, it has been a weird couple of days. Kind of just on like a personal level. I don't want to super get into it on stream or on VOD if you're watching this after the fact. But yeah, sort of ups and downs, more downs, had like a conversation that went awry, you know. So sorry if I apologize if my head doesn't seem like it's super in it right now, but you know what? Kinda wanna stream. Even if it's just me, you know, playing away. It would be nice. It'd be nice to sort of de-stress a little bit. And it's been a slow start today too, just physically. So alright, Thursdays are Genshin Impact days. Last week we did the first bit of the Jet quest. Something with Bilkis. I forgot what the first word was. But you know, basically, we got to see Jet. She's been adopted by this new camp, and we need to unlock this area that was kind of like ends up being like a resting place for her parents. And we did the first part of the quest on stream, and then like I could have saved it for this week because it's not time sensitive, but I love Jet too much and I just plowed through that entire thing until like midnight. Just played through the whole thing, and then there's like a follow-up quest, and you'll see sort of the result of follow-up quest once I get out of this pause menu. But it's full was not quite a word. It was very good. I feel for her. I love her. She's such a lesbian. she gets very flustered like around you. Like a lot of the ways like sort of characters talk to you can get pretty flirty sometimes. But I think like looking up, she reacts very differently to you if you're playing Lumine, like the girl twin as opposed to Ether, the boy twin. Like if you had the male protagonist, she's just like, yeah, you're my best friend, whatever, right? Like even when people try like, oh, do you have a thing for him? It's like, nah, you know, whatever. With Lumine, she's much more like, well, no, I'm like, she gets like more obviously jealous, and it's like at the very end she's like, even though I'm fond of you, which she doesn't say to Ether. It's like, yes, lesbians. But yeah, it's very sad. People betray her. She has to deal with a lot of that happening. Hi, Flock of Teeth, haven't seen you in a while, but yeah, it's very cute, and I just played through it. We can go. I think we can still hang out in her camp a little bit, but yeah. So I just played through that. And today, there is another. You live. Yes. There is another like sort of special event happening, which explains why we're in a library, the Knight of Avonius library, and that's because we have a quest that has to do with. Hang on, let me just show you who this person is. Lisa, our librarian, very saucy librarian, talk about flirty. She has a special outfit coming out, and you can get this outfit for free if you play a little story. So let's do a story. How's it going, Flock of Teeth? How's your day been? It's blooming. Yeah, they're very poetic with the way they describe things. All right, where am I going? I can barely see my screen. I know it's somewhere in Sumeru. Yes. Oh, wait! Before that, Flock of Teeth, I wanted to show you the tea. I talked about the teapot last time you were here, and I never showed it to you. So I'm going to show you it quickly. So it's over here. Oh, well, it's raining right now, actually. So in Melbourne, it rained. Like, it doesn't get like, it's gotten hot, but it's not necessarily as hot as, like, Brisbane. It's raining. Yeah, so the teapot is kind of like sort of the Sims equivalent, where you, like, build your house. Hang on. So, you can sort of design. I haven't really designed mine. I just plop random things down there. But while you're here, because I forgot to do this last time you were here, yeah, people have made incredible, like, setups. I've just, like, plonked a bunch of things down. Mostly plants. Mostly crops. But yeah, you get a quest where you got given a literal teapot, and this teapot becomes your house. So. Oh yeah, sorry for the spotty internet, by the way. When it's raining here, my internet suffers. So yeah, here is kind of the base of my teapot. I set it to be the Port Almost theme because that song is a banger. Plants. You know, I'm not even a plant person IRL. Like, I find plants very, like, frustrating to deal with. Like, when I was in 2005, I was part of this, like, world youth group tour, and we were in Japan for 6 weeks, and we do community service each week. And our community service for this 1 week in Japan was to deal with, like, an overgrown weed in some park there. There was like 40 of us dealing with this weed, and we barely made a dent. And ever since then, I've had a grudge against gardening. But yeah, here it's more like, you know, these plants come. Ooh, yeah, level up items. Yeah, these plants come in handy to level up characters or cook. The two things I do most of the time in here. So yeah, so this is this weed. Yeah, why? It was that, like, invasive weed that showed up in this Japanese, like, park somewhere, and 40 of us barely made it. So yeah, this is very basic. This is, like, sort of one thing you can, like, on the overworld. There's, like, a little hide and seek thing you can play with this. Suckling the cacti in real life. I feel like I will die. I will kill even cacti. Like, when I got my Australian citizenship, they give you a plant, but my friends be taking care of this plant. And she's much more of a green thumb than I am. I have, like, a black thumb. Plants die. Thank you. Yeah, so this middle bit is like, it came with the layout. Sort of big, giant, like, plant thing. A close friend for my birthday a couple of years ago gave me, like, kind of like a preserved rose that's supposed to last forever, because she knew how anxious I got around plants, but I love roses, so she got me, like, a preserved red rose, which was very lovely. And, you know, you get these little creatures who can talk to you and help you with things. Ooh, sound effects. Yeah, so that's what this is. Let's pick up some things. And then I am... oops. Well, need to do this anyway. Like, I'm barely here. I should spend more time here because you get bonuses and things, but I never remember. I'm too busy, like, trying to solve quests in the overworld. But not only do you have an outdoors, which I at least plonk some things on, you also have an indoors that you can decorate to your heart's content. Well, they say to your heart's content. The thing that's annoying about the teapot, and which is why I haven't done much more of it, is that you can only put so much in there. They have, like, a load limit that kind of changes depending on what your internet situation is like, and it's very easy to go over the load limit with very little items. So every time I try to, like, decorate, I'll go put down, like, 2 things, and it's like, oh, you're over the load limit. It's like, oh, what's the point? Yay, plant friends. Just be a plant nutty. So this is why I've got very little furniture down here. The small things. And, like, a plonk people here. This is my girl boss gatekeep gaslight trio. And Kaya. Because, of course, Kaya. But yeah, people have, like, managed to have a better load limit and, like, turn this into, like, full-on, like, apartments and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so that's a teapot. That's a teapot. That's a very basic idea of a teapot. They've added a thing now where you can, like, I know, right? They've added a thing now where you can, like, copy people's designs. If you're like, I have no idea what to do. Thank you. A lot of the prettiness is inbuilt into into Genshin. It has nothing to do with me. But, alright, we need to find this quest. I need to find a... Oh, I know where FND is. Bye. There you go. And now we wait for my internet to catch up with me. One day of these days. Sorry, highly scintillating entertainment. Now the reason why I don't spend a ton of time in the teapot is because the loading times take forever. I mean, that's my internet's problem, not like Genshin's problem, but... Alright, so... I need to talk to a dude. My music has disappeared. Great. And... Watcha. Huh, my sound has disappeared. Weird. Are you having voiceover, or do I need to do this voiceover for you? Okay, great.
Welcome to the Citadel of Ragzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Ragzar.
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of mora for just standing around? Oh,
Big mood.
For just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I
keep passing up to solve your national problems for you.
Requests from residents that will pay several thousand mora.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon.
Oh, when did you become like a gold digger?
Are there any high-paying commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers.
I mean, you're not a volunteer in this case, but sure.
There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. Researchers often need to enter domains to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers.
Strict. Be alive.
Let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon? Very good. How's your...
Well, I am personally one sword weapons, but I'm friends with a lot of people who know a lot of things. Aha.
Alright, I'll put you down as the traveler.
Oh, you're not going to put my name down. Okay, fine.
I finished the registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies and payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find Gafur for more details about the job.
Gafur.
However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he...
I wonder who that visitor could be.
Now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
Couldn't be the person we're getting the outfit for, could it? Oh my god. Hang on. The music died, I guess, because of teapot shit. Oop, not the time. Let me just fix the audio a little bit. Yeah, the game bugs out like this sometimes, weirdly. Alright, I need to go to the cafe, which is not far from here. Normally, there's like lovely music, but it bugged out. Oh well. Yeah. Please excuse the weirdly quiet game. I too would like a job that gets me to sit around. Although I feel like the caveat is, yes, you will get to sit around while we put like probes on you. make you do all sorts of weird shit. So what's the trade-off? Hey, we go. There's music.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here.
Like every academic.
I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, hmm? First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
I was in love with you.
Oh, that's Gafoor. He's the one we're searching for. But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
Oh, well, it's nothing really.
What
Just
old
that
romance is
ever
happening?
since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak.
Come back, we need you.
Also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple.
There's like a few people called Cyrus in this game, and I always get confused as to who is referring to which Cyrus at any given time.
To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa.
Ah, there we go. There's our librarian. She used to be an academic in this place. She now works with the Knights of Favonius, flirts with you hardcore. But I don't think we don't really know before this point like what her deal is with academia was. We just know that she left. And that supposedly what she did in academia made her lose years of her life. But I guess we'll find out right now. Yeah, little mustache.
Had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbot by now.
Hold on. That's Lisa. The librarian Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes, yes. Everyone knows each other in this universe.
I was at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
What is
If
she
I
doing here
remember
now?
the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come.
And why are you in uniform? Like you are about to go back to school.
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why
Boo.
waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that.
Yeah, but in her case, it's like possibly literal. Like, I don't know, like she got caught up in some experiment that made her like die early or something. I don't know.
If you're willing
But
to come back
long
to
with the
academia,
like
I have plenty
metaphor.
of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects.
Libraries are very important, Gafoor. You gafool.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come.
Why are
back.
you in uniform?
I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people.
Ah, what's happening?
Exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years.
After only 2 years,
Never
wow.
asked me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing
What?
to pay.
Lore, backstory, reveal,
So
answer.
please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow. So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher?
Spantaman means something, but I forgot what. Like, so just context. This academia in Sumeru has like a few different schools. And you know, like how universities have like a school of the arts, a school of like business or whatever. There's a few different schools that have different names, but I don't remember offhand what this one is.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work.
Thank you.
I've never considered it a waste of my time.
There is a universe where instead of doing an MFA, I did like a master's in library studies. And I'd probably actually be a librarian right now. I was like a student librarian in primary school. And when I was doing my bachelor's, my boyfriend at the time, because I was doing like a creative industries bachelor's, but it never occurred to me that you could study to be a librarian. My boyfriend was doing an IT degree, but one of his subjects was something about information systems. And he found it boring, but I found it highly fascinating. And there is a world in which I followed up on that. Though there'll be this world, because on the one hand, I am like super tired of studying. And like if someone offered to me for free, then maybe. But I do have a cert in accounting, and I got an email today saying, because I got it via a government program, because I could do it for free. I just had to pay for like my books and stuff. But I just got an email today from the same university I got my accounting certificate from, saying I can like go do a diploma for free through that same program if I wanted to. And don't know if I want to do it. I'm considering it, because it would be good career-wise, and also I do find accounting kind of interesting, but also do I want to go back to school? Don't know.
Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook
Your teacher's
small
oddly
details.
progressive for academia standards.
Sorry, I'm still not used to calling you professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning.
It
of
sounds
what
like
you
they were
said is
exes,
simply
honestly.
wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. Two
Our character in Paimon just cannot be subtle to save their life. Cannot be subtle.
We can help you two with?
I mean, Paimon definitely not, but I don't think our traveler's very good at that either.
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
See? Flirt.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
Yeah.
A research
We didn't know
project
she was
on
here.
ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the academia, have you?
This is an AU to this game where you're like, actually we have. We're studying now. Screw this like finding our brother bullshit. And solving everyone's national problems.
The research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafor about.
Paid volunteers? Gafor, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist
I
on-
mean, research subjects are very common. Like, oh man, one of the first like research studies I was a part of back in Brisbane, there was this group of students working on like some kind of infrared or ultraviolet, I forget which. One of the two scanners to see if they can detect skin cancer from using like, I think it was infrared, might be wrong, photography, and so they can like detect spots of skin cancer that might show up even if it's not showing up visibly on your skin. And then I went in and I took a photo and they were like, bad news. The photo, we can't tell with this infrared picture whether you have gonna have skin cancer or not. The good news is we now know our experiment does not work on darker skinned people. I'm glad I helped you with that, I guess. Like, it only works on white people. I guess because I think the thing they're trying to see is patches of melanin, right? And if you have patches of melanin that's showing up on, like, infrared but not on your skin, it means something's going on. But if you're just melanated all over, it's like, you probably need to fine-tune it to be like, there are some like, I don't know what happened. It was 2006. But, yeah, it's like, well, I'm glad I helped you that way. Don't know why it took you that long to figure that out, but okay.
To monitor the ley lines.
I know, right?
Operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters.
What? Lisa will do all the work? No thanks.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
Oh, we're gonna fight people.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt.
Yeah, underselling it.
A walk in the park to us.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
True, it's been over a year.
Nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
Lisa's like, no thanks.
Sorry, Gafor. My answer is still
See?
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the academia. I don't think that will change in the future.
Why are you in their uniform, though, is what you are not giving me the answer to.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer.
I do like the sort of olive leaf situation, laurel things they've got on their head, so that's pretty cool.
You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that
I'm
case,
in love
I still
with
have
you.
unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry.
Oh, is that why? Okay, that makes sense. There's like a reunion happening. That makes a deal more sense.
Come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need
She
your
stole
help.
the Uniqlo out of spite. She probably like edited it so she make them short shorts.
Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes.
Yes.
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Also, I love you.
Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Because I don't know that shorts are particularly, like, academia safe.
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the nights okay with you being gone?
The library is chaos. The books are all over the place. No one's returned them.
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation.
Oh, nice.
It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become
I like her
librarian
hand
for the
things.
Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
Yes, like, backstory,
You'd want
please.
to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't
Oh my
hurt
God.
if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond
Hey,
mortal understanding.
you learn best from
So
failure.
was only to be expected. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway,
No one's
now
learning
that I
from
told
failure.
you, make sure you keep it between us.
There's more to this story.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
There's more to the story.
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m. with regular
Ah,
afternoon
the life. I say this
Oh,
looking for a job. Don't pay me
She
anything.
doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time
Yes.
to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafoor found me just after I arrived.
Child?
in Sumeru.
What child?
Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
Oh, right, in the manga. There's this whole thing about Kole. Right, she lives there now. I was like, what child? It's like, well, let me tell you, we fought a god
See,
with the help of another god.
expect them to be so bent
That
on
god tried to erase themselves out of existence.
even surpass the gods. Sounds like you were
Oh yeah, the
involved in
academia sort of
some
secret project was to
incident.
make a
I
god.
was completely unaware.
It failed, but not without consequence.
And to
the whole
think
thing.
You were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru
Aw.
with me. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this.
Let's hang out.
Then would you like to spend some time
Yes.
with me, darling?
Yes.
That would be wonderful. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue.
Road trip.
Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it,
Creating a god. Classic crap, I know, right? Creating a god, fighting it.
it's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine.
Freeing another god. This whole thing. Going back in time. No, it wasn't so much time travel. There was this whole thing with like separate cells and memory erasure, and oh my god, it was a whole thing. Made sense in the moment. Trying to explain it, it's like, where do you start?
If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
Okay.
I remember. You two agreed to meet Gafoor in Mount Teema Forest to talk about the ley lines research job. Feel free to leave if you want to go look for him. As for me, I think I'll spend a little more time at Puspa Cafe.
I want to hang out with you. You seem more fun. But fine. Alright, where? Ooh, we get to Bouncy Mushroom Land. well, not so much bouncy, but it's like you'll make sense. It sort of look like giant mushrooms in the sky. I know you're not meant to have dead air while you're streaming. But also my voice, though. Alright, where do you need us to be? There. Look! Giant mushroom trees. All the way down there? Okay, fine. Yoom. Ah! Oh, wow. That nearly killed me. But it didn't. Nice.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready.
We don't know what we signed up for, but sure.
Details.
Okay, great.
Spontamod has been involved with the
We haven't signed the consent form.
And it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored. This research project was also organized to help meet this demand. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines.
So the ley lines in this world called memories
Since it's often
and
dangerous inside the
history.
domains, we've
It's still a little bit
established
vague what they
dispatching
are, but
personnel
we deal with
with
them a
combat
lot.
capabilities. It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety. Well, those are all the necessary details.
So you say that now.
When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
Alright. In each second blooming event challenge, challengers must form 3 teams, engage in this consecutive rounds of contest, defeat all opponents. Yeah. There's probably like more strategy in this than I usually pay attention to. But I know sort of the general vibe of this, which is you get to try characters and fight. And where is that door? There it is. Oh yes, I think I mentioned there's like the follow-up thing to Jet's quest is you end up with this genie that follows you around. She helps you with like certain areas of the desert that's opened up, but we've done her quest. this genie who like cursed her husband, her descendants for being too power hungry and fed them with poison honey, and he also gets very 18 plus at some point. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, some of these unlock after 1 hour 11 hours. I can't read. Okay, so we can do some of these. Oh, okay. Oh my god, yes. You know what? Lisa's here, so let's use her. Well, hang on. I know the sort of power move is been like this combo. And I love Nahida. That's the god of Sumeru. She's so sweet. She's like a hacker girl. So what's come down? We've got Electro and Dendro. So we need more water people, but I've already used my water person. And fire people. Oh, now I've got this party's full. Okay, great. How do I... Oh, here we go. Water. Fire. Yeah, I know. This is the people I have in my roster. Not all of who I have, like, used that much. And then they give you trials, it looks like. Okay. So I've got a water... It is Pokemon with a lot of... Pretty much! That's not a bad assessment. Pokemon with people. This is what people spend their money on, is collecting characters. I have not spent a cent in this. I don't feel the need to. But, alright. Use. Since I got you recently. So I need an electric person and a fire person. So electric person. I've run out of fire people I can use. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I've got it. Okay, configure skills. Oh, this is so hard to read on my tiny screen. Something happens and it's cool. No, hang on. Okay, something fun happens with Dendro is all I can sort of figure that out. A bunch of these people aren't super built like at all. So that's gonna be fun. Ah! Excuse me. So if I look like a fool doing this, it's because I am, and I can barely read what like the requirements are, or like what the effects are. So this is going to be not optimal. No, not you. There we go. God, the controls. So I'm just putting like random controls. Okay, great. Let's see if this does anything. This is button mash time. I'm not a huge fan of like the combat centric events that happens. Just let me be a bartender. I haven't really like leveled up my characters or built them or given them like good weapons to deal with this, so we'll see. This might be chaos, but I got my favorite queen. Okay.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything.
Look, hacker girl. Oh,
Leave you a verse. Know my sword.
you know nothing about this. That's impressive. It is pretty. Oh man, there's apparently like this one like iPhone ad where, you know, to show off to show off the sort of not Genshin, to show off the like capabilities of the tech. They have an electro person play. Ooh, oh wow, okay. They fight against like an electro based boss, which is useless because enemies are mostly immune to their own type of element, but it's very like visually interesting. But yeah, a lot of Genshin people are like, this combination would not work in this, like you actually tried to play this real life. Whee! I love her. I wish I had her. Look, it's so cute.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
He's cool. I just got him. He's great. It's very. I like the swoosh.
Let's spark things up a little.
That's Lisa. Look, I only just got you, and I gave you like. No, I gave you a good weapon. I just barely built you. Yeah. Actually, he's the Batman of Genshin Impact. he runs a winery, but like secretly works as Batman. Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm doing okay with the but. Oh, now we get to these to the slightly chaos route. Okay. Whee, she's cute. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Oh no! I should have checked the enemies. I tried to fight water beings with water.
You shall perish. There is no escape.
I should have used an ice person here. Oh, now I know.
Shine down.
All right, die. Are you done? Oh, there's one more person.
Torn to oblivion.
Whee!
Mind the deluge.
Mind the deluge. Yay, great. I do not know if that's good or bad. But I passed it, so I'm assuming it's gonna be good. What's that it gives you, a flock? I don't know if it's a flock, teeth, Miss Flock, all. What should I call you? one of these days. There we go. Okay. Do we have to report back to this guy? Or do we just go back in? Nah, all good. Typing is hard. I guess we get to do round 2. Do I get rewards for this? Oh god, I know, right? Oh, okay, so who do I have? So I have all of these floaty fungus things. Okay, yeah, bet this will be super helpful. You are... Oh wait, I can see them. Floaty fung... Oh, the Rift House sucks so bad. But flock teeth. What people think. Kind of curious about your name. Like, Flock of Teeth does conjure up a slightly terrifying image if you think too hard about it. Spectres. Okay, so I need wind. I need wind more for the bottom half. Like, the top half is fine with wind. Bottom half, I need more wind. Oh, the Rift Hounds are so bad. Okay. So let me sort this guy out. Definitely need you. Oh, okay, I get to win for all of them. Great. And I want to put a Dendro person here. So put you. Okami! Oh my god! I was playing Okami for a while. And then I got to sort of close to endgame. And I don't know if so you said you've beat the first big boss, so you haven't reached this point. But there is sort of a puzzle thing where you're like having to navigate through kind of a maze, and you have to like this person accompanies you, but they're always a little bit lost. And then you have to sort of redirect like environmental hazards to make them like not fall into a trap. And oh my god, I can never get the timing right on the last one, so I just stopped. I was so close to endgame, but I got stuck on that last one because it's so much a timing thing, and I could never get the timing right or the jumps exactly right, and I hate games that force you to do that. And so it's like I just rage quit. I loved it. I loved Okami until that final puzzle. Okay, Rift Hounds I don't need. An electric person and my favorite Geo person. Yeah, so heads up on this. You'll know when you see it. It's sort of a bit of a weird environmental maze situation. Oh, hang on, no. I don't need you so much for level 1. But you I could use level 1. And then... Ooh, I get high level Yanfei. Put you here. Put you here because I will definitely need a lot of healing. And then you are the Spectres, so you can be pretty much whatever actually. So you you try Dendro Traveler, see how that works. Actually no, not Dendro Traveler, put no, not I already have Ice Boy. Put more electricity to it. Yeah, there we go. Flock of Thieves was inspired by that massive charity streamer. Oh, was it? I caught like some of that stream. It was like pretty fun. And I remember like AOC. I think I sort of joined in. Like I started when AOC suddenly like showed up out of nowhere. And it's like of all the people to show up, like who would have expected AOC to? But yeah, that was like a pretty fun stream, wasn't it? I have thought about doing something like that, but firstly, I have no viewers. I know people do subathons for it was just trying to teach the conference. Wow, it's been like that was a few years ago, wasn't it? Great name. But yeah, there's something about marathons that are interesting, but I feel like you need like enough of an audience to pull it off, and sort of a reason to. I used to do back in like the early 2000s. There used to be a thing called a blogathon, where you would blog, or people would blog for like 24 hours straight, about whatever. And so I used to have an alternative education blog, and so I did blogathon a couple of times. It's usually a fundraiser for something. But yeah, you would like post every hour or half an hour for 24 hours. And that was like pretty fun. I feel like I've done similar tests of endurances. But I don't know if I've done necessarily 24 hours. When I was in the Taylor Mac show, that was like 6 hours of... It was a 24-hour show, but in Melbourne, they broke it up to 4 days. But it was still a marathon. And it's fun. You get super tired by the end of it and crash, but fun. Mildly disturbing mental image. So you're aware. Something, you'll deal damage. I don't care. I don't know what's going on. But such a great vibe. Yeah. And I think also, like, I don't think... That was the first time I've heard of H-Bomber Guy, right? And I don't think he necessarily anticipated, like, that much interest. Especially with people like AOC and Chelsea Manning and, like, all of these other random people who just, like, showed up to play games with him. I think... Yeah, like, Chelsea Manning and somebody else was, like, helping him deal with Bongi Kong. That was a great time for memes. You assholes. You assholes. I hate you so much. Yes, die. Just die. Here, be on water. Oh my god, what if... It was wild. I know Iron Mouse has done like a similar, like people do subathons, but I feel like they're not quite as like full on, like H-Bomber Guys one. Like he's lasted like days, and also, you know, there was a very specific thing he was fundraising for, so yeah, a lot of like, was it like towards like the final hour where they started getting like sort of trans activists and trans, you could like say like, oh, they were starting to pull in from the audience, like sort of people doing interesting things in the trans space. That was fun. Alright. Maybe I should put like the water people before I put the... Oh, I got 3 archers. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do a subathon. For what though? What would I play for like 3 days straight? Can't really think of anything. I mean, I could play Genshin, but you can only like, there's only so much that can be done. Unless you want to play Spiral Abyss, which is like sort of the semi-endless combat thing, which I don't find fun. What? The entire Ace Attorney series for the 500th time. Okay, great, cool. I got a silver medal. Alright, sure. Not that I'm chasing it, but... Why would I play for 24 hours? I mean, Genshin is kind of an obvious thing, but again, there's like only so much. It's not really meant to be played for like hours at a time. Even though I do that. Oh, Ace Attorney... There's only so much Ace Attorney to play. I'm playing Persona 4 Golden right now. It is fun, but again, it's sort of a finite resource. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from playing multiple games, but I'm just like, what would I do even a marathon for? Like a fundraiser, probably, but... Ideas, thoughts, things. Barely have, like, one person in chat at any one given time. Alright. How are we going with this? We got stuff and things. So I've not been getting goal scores, which is fine. Not that I super care. How do I obtain the outfit though? Okay, so I've already earned enough to get the outfit, but I need to do all of the fights, and that'll take me a couple of days because they don't open all at once. Alright. Last fight for this round. Playing multiple games is quite cool. I just following on. Yeah, I guess like it makes sense that you would play multiple games. Because like most games are finite. So I've got, okay, the lava shells. Okay, that just needs like brute force. Cryoshrooms. Or the mushrooms. Games in the team, oh possibly. I mean, if the theme was stage magic in video games, that's basically a chunk of the Ace Attorney series, and that's it. And then that's it. No one will come to my stream ever again. I have nothing to, like, analyze. It's like, alright, that's it. My project is done. It's just reruns from here on out. I don't know. Maybe. But this is early on. This is very early on. So we'll see. Alright, the Fatui people and Aramites. Hydro and Geo. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, maybe, but we'll see. The team is stuff in my backlog. So Hydro and Geo, I definitely... Ooh. No, not Hydro, Geo. What fights Hydro? A fire person fights Hydro. And Geo, well, the only thing to do with Geo is Geo, so... Hey, put Ice Boy up here. Oh, okay, so Ice Boy shows up at the bottom. Next round was all the mushrooms, which can be a bit more freeform. Put Wind Boy here. Okay, well, that's an interesting combination of people. Put you here, why not? Alright, let's see. Ah! Whoops! My bad. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't set up any skills. Which would probably mean my button mashing will not work. What games do I have a backlog? I was playing a little bit of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I got a bit tired of it. It's fun, or it's alright, but Thea was trying to be too completionist at the beginning. What else? I'm sure there's like the rest of the Persona series now that they're out of stuff like Game Pass. There's another spot. The Game Pass is too good. No. Ah. Oh no. Hang on. I need to redo this. Challenge failed! Because I suck at setting up people. God, you got me thinking now, Flock. Ooh. Terra plays through the entire Game Pass / PS library. I have like a bunch of games on my Switch that I haven't like super touched. The problem is I have a Switch Lite, so you can't really like stream through a Switch Lite. I do have a separate Switch that I use for one project and one project only. And I mean, I could upgrade, but I don't want to have like two Switches. The one project and one project only being like an Animal Crossing Fringe Festival that I ran in 2020 for Melbourne Fringe. It was pretty fun. HNHFringe.cc if you want to look at that. And like, you know, I could put literally every other game. The problem with Animal Crossing though is that I have Animal Crossing in both my personal Switch and this one, and I don't want it to override either Switch. So not sure what to do about that. I don't want to delete my Fringe Festival Island. Alright, let's try this again because I suck. There you go. Great, kept my setup. Okay, great. And oh my god, this is probably like more straightforward on a freaking computer. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ah! I probably need Geo for this guy. Didn't think about it. Here is my gaslight gatekeep. One of the, this is probably the gaslight of the two. Ah, this guy. Ooh, wow, that was fast. Okay, I don't know what I did, but that went out in 2 seconds. Without even a dendro. Amazing. Love that for me. Okay. Small, tiny, annoying things. I have her personally, but I haven't used her yet. I need to kill her. Okay, who else is here? Eh.
Think you can get away?
Die.
Take it easy.
Okay, I just like there's a trick with her skill that I haven't quite mastered yet. The pawns. Alright, next round. Yeah. Alright. Twap. You I need to thwack. Pulverize, stop pulverizing me. I don't want to get pulverized. Hang on. Where's Windy Boy? Hey Windy Boy, come back. Kaya. Okay, dead. Am I dead? Are you dead? Oh, these electronic things.
Think you can get away? Motion to compel.
Yeah, dead. Silver medal. As to be expected when I can't read. Alright, I guess we're done with this challenge for today because the other two fights only unlock tomorrow and the day after respectively. Not much I can do about that. I've got like another hour of streaming so we can maybe like do a couple of things. Once this thing finishes loading, that'd be nice. God. Okay. Give me my points. Alright, points and points. Sweet. Other two are locked. Let's do some dailies. Alright, I need to go to Fantasy China. Oh, right, the reputations thing too. I'm trying to collect all the recipes. I can do that later, but... Alright. What does this person want? Someone is very troubled. Why are you very troubled? Where are you? Not here. Whee! Oh, I still have Airboy on my team. Hang on. Airboy, I say the god of Mondstadt is just Airboy. A bard named Venti. This is the god of Inazuma who's flying right now. I also have the god of this land, but I haven't used him yet. What the? What's up here? Oh, plant. Yeah. I'm gonna put Pretty Boy here. Pretty Boba Boy.
Very well. I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
Sure. You serve me now. Ew. What's up, bro? The handwriting in the bottle letter seems to belong to a child. Little Meng, who's that? Oh! He's a kid way back in the city. Traveler, judging from your tone, you know the person who wrote this letter, do you? It's a kid from New Harbor, yeah. Oh, I remember. It's like this quest line was so long ago. Ah, so that's how it is. Quite the thinker too, this kid, wanting to become mature. You know what? I think he'll gain a lot from taking a little trip outside to broaden his horizons. Oh. Huh, little Ming did say he'd like to travel outside Levy Harbor. But we invited him that time, didn't we? Why didn't he disagree then? Haha, I suppose that's a wee bit what you might call the boy's stubbornness. It's his troubles and he wants to solve them himself, you know? Can't be relying on us all the time. Oh. But it's not going to solve this problem by floating a bottle downstream. I mean, he got there. Well, yes, that's where a reliable adult comes in, no? Come on, travel, let's write this kid a letter together, shall we? Aww. Let's tell the kid all about the fascinating things waiting for him in the outside world. That's it. Well, it's not like I've been to too many places, so you're in charge of the details. Alright, a towering ruins and raging winds. Archipelago, serve a turning storms. The island that Electro Icon is sailing to. So these are all like fantasy Japan situations, I think. No, that's fantasy... No, these two are fantasy Japan. This is fantasy... What's that? Fantasy Germany. Let's talk about this because it involves a kid at his age. Writing up here. It goes here, we write that here. Are we playing Delivery Boy? Is that what we're doing? Alright, it's a wrap. Now I sure want everything. Honestly, just listening to you talk about trials makes me want to try myself. Yeah, go for it. Hey, but at my age, there's too much business to attend to. Traveling willingly is not something I can do. Well, I've put this later drifting bottles and down the river. Will it arrive? Release drifting bottle. To where? Where do you need us to release this to? I mean, theoretically it should be anywhere, shouldn't it? Yonk. Goodbye. Will it show up to this boy or not? Check. The drink bottle was just released and it's floated off very far yet. Oh, do we get to like follow up on it? It's raining. How'd it go? I've sent a bottle off its way. Will he really receive it? Usually it would be difficulty, impossible even. Then why do that? I did say a responsible adult will help him. Do you have a place called Sumeru? Oh, we just were there. Ah, that's probably why Will is getting his quest. Few friends who are businessmen currently plan to get to mushroom market, so they're going there to perform market surveys. Market surveys have to leave much more time for leisure. Probably, depending on what you're doing. He wants to travel, ask his friends to mind him bring another person along. Aww. Finally arrangements. We another copy of the letter for other purposes for a bottle is going away that I don't pick it up. Aww. Is fulfilling the dreams of children something adults should do? Bless. Bless. Saving this as a screenshot. Realizing leaves is mad to me. Ask friends might dress a little better. Scaring people this won't do. Who are your friends? Are your friends for Tui? What is happening? Who are your friends? You need something a little busy. Who are your friends is what I want to know. See that girl, you know, size of construct, dressed beautifully, you can just tell by looking. She's from a well-to-do family. Don't think I've ever seen her. Your good friend. Hasn't come in a long time. Is she dead? Aww. I'm gonna be wrong. She loves me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh boy. Write more letters to the young pen pal. That's probably a better use of your time. Okay. Now we get to the stuff that just involves fighting people. Alright. Just doing our dailies now. Even though I haven't touched this game in a hot minute. Because I've been playing Persona 4. Whoop! Oh, are you just there? We teleport across 5 meters. And then we need to go there. Be careful with our energy, because if we lose energy while we're in the water, we drown. I don't want to do fishing just yet, no. I don't think there's ever been a fishing related competition. Imagine if there was. Whoop! Alright. I think Wind Boy would have been super helpful here.
Inadmissible evidence! Fallen amber!
Illusion shattered.
Doop-de-doo. Okay. Who's left? You, probably. No! Gang gang woo. Gang gang woo yourself.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Yeah! Alright, so that's 2 down. Who else needs our help? See, I can spot them through the map without needing to look at the quest log. Slightly less helpful a strategy when you can barely see the map. Fine, use the quest log.
World remains constant over
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
centuries. But human life is like
Alright. You are here. So we'll fly over to you.
clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
Yeah, you're not shooting that tree right in.
Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required.
Nope. We were literally just near lightning. Nope. Alright. Who do I gotta fight? Ooh. Brows of fire.
The depth's back. Be still.
Wow. Kablooey. More opponents.
There is no escape.
Bam, bam.
Incinerate!
I feel like Ayato and Kaya would be a good pair though. Ah, no, it's one of you guys.
Shine down.
We done, we're done. Okay. One more to go. Oh, slime balloon shenanigans. You are here. Okay. It is dinner time and I am hungry. But I'll have a free dinner. Dessert. I'll have a brick of chocolate. Or a brick of square. Because I don't have any snacks. Look at an announcement on the stream. It's like, snack break. Okay, so we need to... It does have a lot of sparkles, yes. Slightly annoying if you're strobe sensitive like I am. Like, it's going okay. But there's like one enemy where it gets... One boss where it gets like especially intense with the strobing. Because it's kind of like a closed environment. And there's a sort of just like electricity stuff happening. But it can get pretty, yes. And there's actual fireworks. Like, this is the Chinese New Year update, and so there was like one of the mini games. Was you running around quickly while fireworks were behind you. Okay, daily's done. And because these dailies were in leeway, you don't have to go to the same country as where your dailies came from to claim them, but it's nice. Oh yeah. And they do warn you, which I appreciate, but strobe sensitivity is fun. Excuse the random ASMR, I'm just eating a bunch of chocolate. Whee! Okay. Catherine.
Astra, thank you for complete.
You can use the expedition thing so your characters can go and obtain items while you're away. Right now I just get them to mine because you can get points on a separate thing for doing that. I'm not in dire need of food or money at the moment. In game, in real life, I could use more money. But... Alright. So this is the other thing I'm trying to do. Oop, that's it. Oop, hang on. I am trying to get every recipe. A bunch of which unlock on this one set of quests I can never seem to unlock. Because they're like set at random. But Effendi, the dude we were talking to earlier, has things for us to do. Wait, can you teleport straight to him? Or do you teleport to the city? Because if you could teleport straight to him, I've been doing this wrong my entire life. Please tell me if I can teleport straight to him. Or if I go through the city. Oh, well, close enough. Okay, so I teleport where I would have gone anyway, so that's fine. Okay. So I'm not being like weirdly inefficient. Yup. Bro. I got things. 3 more quests that I need to wait for stuff to unlock. This Gourmet Supremo thing is driving me nuts. Alright, let's accept all of these. Oops. There we go. And we got a bounty. The bounties are slightly annoying only because you have to keep reporting back. Alright. Immune to animal, that's fine. Some funky electrodendro situation. Whatever, I'm not reading all that. Alright. So, who needs what from me? No. You are not far from me, so that's fine. Can I get to you from an easily teleportable place? Let's see. Need to give some flowers to you. Interesting. You put me to a slightly different teleport place. Yeah. Sorry, being a little quiet while I kind of... Oh, are you indoors? Fine. Here's the academia, or at least one facet of it. You're not indoors. Could have just flown to you. But I can't now. I have no energy. Alright, where... Could have just flown to you. What's all this? Meow. Alright, where are you? Where are you? I need to find... Oh my god, you're all the way at the ground floor. Oh, right, the bazaar. See, if I could read, I could sort of work that out a little faster, but words are tiny on my single screen. Whee! So we need to go back up here. Right, you. Our juggler. Our little theater! Our juggler. The man just scolded you again. There we go. I have hundreds of them. Please take some away from me. I do not need this many. Are you having trouble with your performance? Join the Big Berry Circus on my Sunday stream. They could use a juggler. Alright, who else? Who else needs me? Someone needs me to fight mushrooms. Sure. Sure, why not? I'll fight these mushrooms. Whee! Are you the mushrooms I need to fight? You look like the mushrooms I need to fight.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
Whack, whack, whack. Oh, that completely missed. Where are these mushrooms? Come back, I'm gonna flame grill you. Whopper, whopper, whopper. Don't know if you've seen like the Whopper Harder Better Faster Whopper remix that's been all over TikTok. That was in my head for days. Junior double triple Whopper. This stream not sponsored by Burger King, Hungry Jack's, or any other fast food establishment. Not that I would necessarily be super opposed if they wanted to sponsor it, but honestly, if I were to take a sponsorship from a fast food establishment, it would be McDonald's. Because I was raised in a lot of McDonald's, had a bunch of my childhood birthday parties at McDonald's. Yeah. And the McDonald's back home used to have like a family club. Or sort of like a kids club where sort of every Saturday or something the kids would hang out and like we'd go to the playground, whatever. And it was sort of a way more for my parents to meet other people, because there was a whole bunch of expat friends that my mom had made because all the kids were in this McDonald's club. I've been looking for these kids ever since. Like, I have photos from my 8th birthday and I have no idea what happened to any of them. It's extremely catchy. Whopper, 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 whopper. Or if the other place I might accept a sponsorship from fast food wise is the Malaysian KFC in the Pacific. Aussie KFC is not as good. But also another childhood reason. The company my dad managed before he's retired now. But the company my dad managed in Malaysia, their parent company also owns the KFC franchise. Or at least it did. I don't know if it still does, but I know it did during my dad's time. And so we would get free KFC at the house. ridiculously often, and there was like a lot of business meetings they would have that was catered by KFC. And Malaysian KFC, like even before this kind of franchisee situation happened, it's very good. The hot and spicy, oh, it's delicious. So if Malaysian KFC wants to give me a shout out, sure. Aussie KFC, up your game. Like, I like your popcorn chicken. I had some yesterday because I was out and about. I just need like a quick lunch. The popcorn chicken is alright, but other than that, it's like it's fine. It's not as good, but it's fine. The fries are disappointing. KFC fries are no good. McDonald's fries and chocolate sundae was a comfort food my sister taught me when I was like 8 or something. And I've sworn to it ever since. Like whenever I've been especially sad, I have Uber Eats it at least twice, if not more. Yeah, different countries. Like the interesting thing about like fast food chains is that on the one hand, because they're international chains, there is sort of some level of familiarity with them, right? Like you go to a McDonald's anywhere around the world, you have some idea what to expect. But at the same time, every country has a unique flair. Like the McDonald's in Malaysia and Singapore, they come out every Chinese New Year. They come out with like this black pepper burger that's really good. Yes, I was on the fries on Sundays. Oh, I think in like the American KFCs you get biscuits instead of like we get like fluffy buns, which are nice. KFC buns. The Malaysian ones are nice. The Australian ones I'm less impressed by. But yeah, don't remember any other like specific regionalism. Mostly that. The McDonald's gets like it's very particular by region. I think with like the KFC, it's more like they don't necessarily have like a very specific regional food, but it's more like sort of what's offering on the menu is different, but they're kind of standard. But Burger King in Australia, this franchise is called Hungry Jack's instead of Burger King. And the reason for that is, this long story short, is that when Burger King, the company, wanted to expand to Australia, there was already a fairly successful like burger shop called Burger King. And, you know, there was like a lot of efforts to like buy the name. There were lawsuits involved. At one point they made a deal, and then Burger King, the company, tried like the big company tried to rip off the smaller Burger King, but they were tapping it, and so they were not gonna have it their way. And so the court was like, well, smaller Burger King lives. They win this. So that's why in Australia all Burger Kings are Hungry Jacks. Oh, it's these guys. I mean, you'll be slightly useless in this situation, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of Burger King in like whatever country. I don't think they're like terrible, they're just not really my favorite. One thing I do miss, because I used to live in San Francisco doing my masters for a few years, and one of the things I miss is Church's chicken. The biscuits, oh, so good. The honey butter biscuits. American biscuits are the bomb. I know people like elsewhere try to make fun of like, oh my god, they're biscuits, but they're like, they're not scones firstly. Also like, oh, who puts gravy on biscuits? Because they're thinking like cookies, right? But no, American biscuits are the bomb. I love them so much. And I was very amused like when I was sort of back in Malaysia for like a few months before moving to Melbourne, that they do have churches in Malaysia, but I think because of the whole like let's not confuse the Muslim situation. Oh no, he's dead. They couldn't call it churches, so that franchise in Malaysia and Singapore and possibly other countries, but at least in those two places, is called honey butter biscuits. So good. Is called Texas chicken. Nothing really to do with Texas, but they were just like, well, we can't call it churches because that's too religious. So it's Texas chicken, but it's exactly the same otherwise. That's great. Also, Jack in the Box I've not seen. Jack in the Box, my ex and I used to go there a lot. We won't talk a lot about the ex, so she's terrible. But there used to be a Jack in the Box near where we live, so I used to go there all the time. I always went for their chili cheese curly fries. Excellent combination. It's so stoner food, but it's so good. And moving here to Melbourne, people here do not understand what chili fries are. They think it's fries that you put chili sauce on. No, Australia, no. So I ended up like being like weirdly judgy of how Australians do American food. It's like, this is not how you do chili fries. That's not what they mean. Or like diner food. I miss diner food. I love American diner food. You can get it here for sure. But you know, it's not quite the same. What would, like, there's a sort of chain of restaurants here called Pancake Parlor, which does, as you can imagine, like very fancy, not fancy, but it is like a variety of pancakes. What was I going on? I'm trying to go to Sumeru. I lost my plan. But their breakfast offerings is a bit diner foody. Had their fries, different combo though. Oh, whose fries? Which fries are we talking about? Because as you can tell, there's a bit of a lag when it comes to Twitch versus chat. Yeah, diner food. There's some places that do it. They're so huge. And Pancake Parlor chocolate pancakes, I keep forgetting they're super dense. So they come in two and I can only eat like half of one before I get super full. They're so good, but so dense. But yeah, there's like a few places that do like slightly fancier options because it's Melbourne and everything's like overpriced. But Jack in the Box, yeah, the chili cheese curly fries is the way to go with them. But I was in Auckland in New Zealand a few years ago for a conference. Yay! I have got up a score. I want to go here because that gives me food. And they had Denny's. I did not know. Australia does not have a Denny's, but America, of course, does. Then here it doesn't know where it comes from. It's like a cake. New Zealand has Denny's, and I was so happy because I remember going to Denny's a fair bit in SF because it's diner food. It's not the most, like, it is cheap diner food, but it's great. It's reliable. And then I saw it in freaking Auckland of all places. And so I spent a breakfast there, maybe more. So happy. Denny's I would take a sponsorship from. If you were ever opening an Australian chain, Denny's, please come to me. I will spruik you a lot. Taco Bell. My friend Germany sent me some German snacks. I want this Einil Freistahl chips in there. Oh, all church, all crunch. We have something like that here. In Australia, there's like a sort of a snack that is kind of tiny fries like chips. They're called I think the packaging is called French fries, but they're not like, French fries the way we normally know them. But yeah, you can get them in like sometimes these like multi-packs of chips. And I know, right? And I feel like they're not like people's most favorite thing because people go for like the more traditional potato chips in the set or the Cheetos type, the cheese balls. But I love those. I buy packets of those. They're so good. But yeah, Denny's. Taco Bell is apparently starting to be a thing here. I've not seen a Taco Bell here in Australia. And the thing about Australia is that, like, aside from not understanding what chili cheese fries are, there's not really a ton of Mexican food. I mean, you have places like Guzman y Gomez now, which is kind of a bit of a fast foodie chain. There's one at La Mex. But you have like, it's fast foody cheap. It's not like California taqueras where it's actually run by, you know, Mexican people and it's like cheap but good food. I don't think that niche has been fulfilled in Australia quite as much, which is sad. There are some sort of more upmarket Mexican food, but it's either like fast foody places or it's super fancy, no meat between. You need more tiny fries. Yes, tiny fries. German cheese, 100% agree saturated crunch butter cheese. Oh, man. I need to figure out how to send our Australian ones to you. Like, they're you know, they're cheap, but they're good. Alright. Alright, we need... Everyone was dying, so let's, like, heal up. Please bless us with our healing. One more bounty that we can claim for the week. Sal's Pizza. Don't think so. Don't think that's a name I recognize. We have Domino's. We have Pizza Hut, although I don't think Pizza Hut is quite as popular. Pizza here tends to be the domain. Like, you have Domino's, like I mentioned. But it feels like it's that there's so many like kind of like smaller pizza shops, like whether it's kind of upmarket or it's like cheap like mom and pop type situations. Like kebab places would have pizzas, you know. So I don't know that pizza chains are necessarily like quite as necessary. So I don't know that Sal's is a thing. It might be in some places of Australia, but no, I've not seen it here in Melbourne anyway. Who else would I take sponsorship from, food-wise? I'll have a thing. Ooh, who are you? Giant mushroom chickens. Okay, well, great. Easy. All right. I'm not kidding when I call these guys mushroom chickens, by the way. You'll if it's who I think it is. We don't have, I'm basically into like American fast food places now. We don't have a Panda Express, but that's again because there's already plenty of like affordable Chinese places around town. Like where I live in the city, and because there's a lot of international students here, especially like sort of Asian international students, you don't need a place like Panda Express when you can just have similar things from like actual Chinese people. New York style, you can buy one to use. I say amazing, as well as the breadsticks. Breadsticks aren't as common here, but you can get the New York style pizzas like fairly commonly. One thing we do have sort of fast, like it's not a chain of fast food so much as it is a type of fast food. But yes, it is a mushroom chicken. It's this thing, oops, I want to die, called a halal snack pack, which is basically kebab meat on top of French fries. Our pizza is better than pizza I ate there. Where do you live, Flock? I thought you were American. Now I'm confused. There is no escape. What was it? Yeah, so Australia, maybe New Zealand also, but definitely Australia, has this thing called a halal snack pack, which is, as I said, kebab meat. So like, you know, like kebab, usually like beef, not beef, I think chicken or lamb. This is two combos I've seen. Over French fries, and then you drizzle it with like a lot of sauce. Garlic sauce, tomato, whatever your things, whatever your flavor sauce combo is. Aotearoa. Oh, okay. So you are in Denny's country, is what you're saying. Well, Auckland has Denny's. Go find them. I don't know that I've seen like anywhere else do a halal snack pack. They might do a thing that's... Do they have halal snack packs where you are? Or is it just an Aussie thing? Or does Aotearoa also do them? I remember this like controversy. The reason they call halal snack packs, for those who don't know, halal is sort of a designation. You know how like Jewish people have kosher. Halal is basically sort of the Muslim version of that. And so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, great. God, what was I saying? Yeah, and usually find them in like kebab shops, which are mostly run by Muslims, Middle Easterners. So hence halal snack pack. Although I did see one time on Uber Eats this place that was selling halal snack packs, but they had a pork version. I'm just like, that kind of you can't call a pork version a halal snack pack. Like, that's kind of like the first thing you know that's not halal is pork. You haven't seen one. Haven't been outside much for the last 3 or 4 years. I just like ordered mine. Alright, so we've done all the bounties we can for now. I've got, what time is it? Got another 20 minutes or something. Yeah, so it's so those shops, right? So the meat cut off the so that thing, basically what they've done, they cut off the meat, and instead of putting it in a roll or a pita bread or something, they put it on french fries. Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's just the delivery mechanism is over french fries. So good. Very good dense meal. Oh man, actually that reminds me. There is a kebab shop down the road from where I live that has been very, very good for when I need a quick blood sugar rush. Because I have blood sugar issues. I'm pre-diabetic, not full-on diabetic, but like insulin resistance. And a lot of times that means like if I eat stuff that's like sugary, I can only have so much. I need to be careful because otherwise my body goes haywire. But there's been like a couple of times where my body has just gone like super haywire. And the main thing that fixed it was going to this kebab shop and getting like a massive kebab. And I was like, yes, protein hit. Give me the meat. And remember, we have Max Brenner, which is like a kind of coffee chain. They do like chocolates mostly. And my bestie, Brad, who you may have seen, this is the food. Yeah, it's dinner time for both of us now. My bestie, Brad, who you've seen on chat, I think. Like, you know, in the moment where everyone was getting like cancelled due to Stream Elements. He loves Max Brenner, and so we met up there recently. And we got hot chocolates and all that, and again, sugar rush for me. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad for my body. Again, because my body goes haywire. It's not like, I need to lose weight. It does literally because my body's too sensitive to sugar. And so I went to this kebab shop, had a kebab, went home and just like passed out for like 2 hours. Just straight up fell asleep. I was fine. I was like, wow, clearly I needed that. Just like zonked out. What do I do in the next 20 minutes? Let's see. Do I have enough for wishing anything? I have just about for 110 pool. Can I buy any? I do not spend actual money on this. Just a heads up. No Wildcard. I'm not going to have nearly enough. Alright. Let's blow that out. So usually, we have 20 minutes. Wishing will not take us this long with as many wishes as we have. But let's do a 10 pool now. I'll hate them. This dude. He seems cool. 4-star. I do not have streamer luck. Xenian, I've got you already. Yeah, whatever, random. Random, filler. Yeah. Yow, who we just saw, who already have off. Okay, so. Alright. How many? We need, let's do some more wishing. Okay, that's filler. Because I think his banner is only for the next few days anyway, isn't it? Yeah. 5 days. Yeah, not enough for another week. Filler. Filler, alright. More filler. Ooh. Oh, what? No! Oh my god! No fucking way I got him! Ah, streamer lock is real! Oh my god, on my last pull! Cause I don't have enough gems for the next one. I got the guy. Holy shit! Sorry, Flock, I think I blew out your ears. Oh my god! Wow, okay, I was just like, oh, there's no way I've hit pity. Which is like, after like so many pulls, you're guaranteed a 5-star of some kind. Might not necessarily be the one on the banner, but you're guaranteed one thing. Holy shit! Okay, streamer luck kicked in at like the last possible second. Alright, cool, hello. This is Al-Haytham. He is the sage of the academia, so I guess like kind of their note taker. Yeah. He is. I guess like it probably is fair to call him some level autistic. Wouldn't surprise me. But you know, he's very smart. He has no patience for anybody. Can come off kind of arrogant. But has kind of a weird thing with his roommate where it feels like they're exes but also an old married bickering couple. But yeah, very smart, very cunning, has no patience for anyone. Takes a while to warm up to people, like, but he looks so cool too. Oh my god, wow. It's like, wow, okay, streamer luck kicked in. I was just like, oh, I've got time to kill. Great, cool, hello. I wanted your god, but your god was very hard to get. But there's a discussion on Metafilter about Genshin, and yeah, it does have, because of the sort of lottery nature of it, there have been people who have fallen prey to like spending thousands of dollars on characters. I've not felt like I've needed to. There's maybe been 2 times where I've been tempted to pay something. There were 2 characters I really wanted, like the sort of like the god you saw earlier, Nahida, and then Kazuha was another character, because I liked his playstyle, but I couldn't get either. But I was like, look, they're gonna come back. And like, I have so many characters that I have not used. So it's not a huge deal if I don't get them now. Like, I always get them later. Naida just has also a cool gimmick where she can read people's minds. So I was mostly wanting that more than anything. But oh wow. Okay, great, cool. Amazing. Let's look at this dude. Let's spend the next like 15 minutes admiring this bro. Well, hang on. Here you go. I'll hate them. I'll bro them. Let's need to fix you because we have copies of you now. And also, where's Yao? There you are. I'm trying to build up. Dendro, she's a healer and damage dealer. A healer, damage dealer, that rhymes. So she'll be useful. I just need to build her up to something more feasibly useful. Oh, these people I've not used, but they take forever to build. I'm lazy. But there we go. Kind of getting into... Yeah, the temptation is real. But you can get through a lot without it. The only real reason I feel like, you know, trying to get for all the characters, like, you know, some people are collectors and that's cool for them. But mostly it's like, oh, I want to get like the big number, so I will get the constellation, like the different copies of characters. You can, if you get the same character multiple times, you get constellations, and it gives you a bump up on your skills. But you don't need it unless you're trying for like big damage, you know. There's like a thing called a spiral abyss, which is like kind of the dungeon fighting only thing. Which if you're not into fighting, snooze fest. Yeah, but you can get by for free. Like, I've gotten all these people, including some clutch 5-stars for free. And you get like enough of the Primo Gems, which is sort of the vision currency, just doing the game, right? Like, you play the game, you get stuff, you know, there's events, you get Primo Gems. open treasure chests, you get treasure chests. The dailies give you some. You watch this Twitch stream. I think there's something called drops enabled. You can get like pretty much just for watching to me or any other Genshin streamer. You can get like when there's updates, they give you a pile. So it's not hard to get it for free. You might it might be harder to like guarantee you would get one of someone you really, really want, especially if you want multiple versions of them, or if you want like super top the line. But if you're just like, I'm here for the story, I'm here for the quest, I'm here for like the lore, the fun things I get to do, be a bartender one event, that was fun. That's what I'm here for. So I get by it free. What do you need though? Are you going to be very annoying to level up? Can I level you up now? I mean, I sort of can. Oh, so that's what the pupae thing was for. I've been seeing them around the desert area and I didn't know what they were. I was going to say something about like, use my code for referral bonus, but I don't get a referral bonus. Imagine if you did though. Imagine this game gave you a referral bonus.
Wait. Huh? No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whatever. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being so appreciative. Alright, I can't level you up. What sort of weird enemy do you need me to deal with? Pseudostamens. The win at us, so I need to fight a giant snake. Okay. Please do not. I have 3 characters that all need the same boss material, and that same boss material is super boring to get. So I've just not bothered. Hey, level up. I mean, while we're here.
And unchanging.
What? Alright. So yeah, this is the people I have. This is your traveler. This is your first character that you play with. That's like your protagonist. You get this guy, Kaya. I love him. He gives me gender envy. I also cosplayed as him and done a burlesque number as him. He's your first. You get him for free at the start. You get Lisa, who we saw earlier. Where is she? At the start, her. And you get Amber, it's like literally the first other person you meet. So you get her at the start. She has a lot of flack for being terrible to play. And then the rest are like there's a few events where you can get, occasionally they give you like a character for free. Like when Sumeru came out, because it was the first time anyone got to play with Dendro as an element. So we all got her for free. Who else did I get? This one, if you bid the Abyss the first few times, you get her. They'll teach you how the wishing banner works. The first banner, you're guaranteed to get her. I love her. She was on my team for forever until I decided, you know what, you're retired now. You can rest. I'll try something else. She's great. I love her. She's such a Sumeru. And then Barbara was another person you could get for free for doing something. So she's a decent healer. She's mostly a healer is what it is, but people have made terrifying builds of her. All of this I got via the wishing system. I knew you could get for free for an event at some point. He was also giving out for free via an event, but I got him via the wishing system. You can buy kind of characters like you saw in the shop, one of the shop things. If you had enough of one of the currencies, you could buy some of these characters, but I've never had enough for any of these. I think I bought like one copy once. You could get from the latest event, which is how I got her. But you could get like, one of the last year's Chinese New Year event, I got her. She's great. She's been on my team forever. Anyone else I got for free because of an event? Don't think so. Yeah, no. Everyone else I got via the lottery system. Via the gacha. Lottery system, I say that. Via the gacha game system. Hey! Well, okay, so... Alrighty. Yeah, the outfits are cool. A couple of them have, like, alternate outfits that you either have to buy... Or, like, if it's a 5-star, you have to buy. If it's a 4-star, you do events, like the thing we're doing with Lisa now. And you get them for free. The outfits are cool. Very annoying to cosplay. I mean, I admire people who cosplay them. They do sell, like, sort of pre-made cosplay ones. But, like, people who go the extra mile to making their outfit. So, Kaya, Ice Boy. In the manga, he has a white suit. And so that's easy to cosplay. So I just found a white suit. It was 90% H&M. The wig was the annoying thing. It got lost in post at one point. But it's just because like it's a manga outfit and all the people have read the manga. And the hair, like I tried it without the hair one time and no one knew who I was. The hair makes a difference. But once I saw that I think people were still like a bit confused, like why is Kaya in a suit? But then some people were like, you're the manga Kaya. I was like, yes, I am. I saw someone else who tried to do the same outfit as me in Oz Comic Con a month or so ago. But I think I pulled it off better. Alright. I mean, we've got decent vision luck right now. And so you have this is a limited banner. So like these characters are only there for like 6 weeks. Or even less. They're like here for a couple of weeks and then they change. I've got him already. Oh, is it? Oh no. You get the weapon banner, which I do not understand how it works and I don't want to start. Then you get this, which is like a permanent banner. You get like the 5 stars you get come from a standard pool. But we've got like a couple of spare wishes and our luck has been like not bad. Okay, you're a filler. Yeah, don't care. You are also a filler. A filler. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Then it's like you get like none of their wishing gems for free, so it's like might as well. Yeah, so we got a newbie. We got wow, what a way to end the stream on a high note. I have 3 more minutes of the stream. Yay! One thing I was thinking of doing with the Genshin Impact days on the stream, especially on like weeks where I don't necessarily have like a pending quest on, like with Jet, where the Jet quest I could have easily done over a bunch of weeks because it's so long. I just love her too. Actually, let's go see Jet. Then you can see what I'm talking about. Like I just love her too much to wait. Like I avoided spoilers and I was like, I'm going to go through this entire quest. But one thing I was thinking of doing when it's like a more of a quiet moment is pick a character at random and spend the stream just building them up. Like fighting the bosses together, level up materials, like go hunting for whatever random like plant or animal or mineral they need. And just like trialing them. It also feels like it would be like a good opportunity for me to actually use the characters I've got. All of these people I get from the lottery system and have not used once. Alright, so let's see. Jet is in this camp somewhere. Can I see her when I don't have a quest for her? Also, is someone here going to ask me to do something for them? This is your camp, right? No, where's Jet? Jet! Okay, so this is her camp. Oh, there she is. There she is! There's my baby. Hello. Back from Gurabad, back from everywhere. It's something you need since Bahir Tatanit. Little Part's the sort of genie person we've hung around. She went back to the cursed place. Peacock. Now she's finally signed it. What a relief. Oh, she did not like the genie at all. She did not like. She was super jealous. This is my girl. This Jet is best girl. Jet is best girl. Aww. I love you. Right, what's going on? Oh, something in the tribe. Oh, okay. Northerners. However, if I... No, if I made danger, believe me, I said with that you have a crush. No, I'm not paying. Thank you. You should keep an eye for enemies, okay? You have such a crush. And honestly, it's reciprocated. Ben's her little pet robot that she picked up at a quest. Yay! Jet playable. Oh my god. If he ever becomes playable, I probably might spend money for her. I love her so much. It's nothing. You run into trouble, you decide. That's so cute. Let me see if I can make you zoom into you. Jet is best girl. I want a cosplayer. But I need to make sense of her outfit, firstly. Can I just... Do I need to be in this photo? Can I take a photo of her without me need to be in it? Kind of. Boo. Ooh. Idea. No! Let me take a photo of her. That I don't have... You just see the back. My girl. Best girl. She's like what? She's wearing a bra all over. So she is an eremite, which is kind of like this kind of desert bandit. Oh shoot, right in.
But human life is like the dew at dawn.
So the eremites are kind of this like nomadic desert bandit types. And they all wear like this mask over their eyes. Right? That looks a bit like a bra, yes. So they all wear this mask, like male or female, whatever the gender, they all wear this similar kind of mask. How do they see in it? I have no idea. And that's one thing. If I want a cosplayer, I kind of have to understand that. I'll probably make it in mesh or something. But she's best girl.
All the world holds dear.
Oh my god.
Is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Best girl.
I stand.
You know what?
Alone and unchanging.
Yeah, sure you do. You know what? It's almost 9 o'clock. We're both hungry, I'm assuming. We saw Jet. Jet is best girl. We got all hate them. Was not expecting that to happen this stream. Yay! Ben is good. Jet is good. We are good. That has essentially lifted my mood. I have had a weird 48 hours. This is great. I think I'll call the stream now. I don't have a high note. Thank you, Flock of Teeth, for hanging out with me. Hopefully all that conversation about fast food and halal snack bags will give you some ideas for dinner. I have just got some leftovers to eat, but that's fine. I'll be back I won't be doing the Mari stream this Saturday because I'm going to see Darren Hayes on Saturday. I'm going to wear giant Kambari. Oh god, that's terrifying. They're humans. They're human beings. That's terrifying. So I'm going to see Darren Hayes this Saturday. Mostly so we can see this jacket. I'm going to wear my jacket. I'm going to cosplay as him and see if he recognizes his own damn jacket. The one group of people who should recognize what I'm wearing. I'll be back Sunday, assuming I have not passed out from Darren Hayes. Should be back to finish off the Mass Galactica case of Ace Attorney. That's at 5 p.m. Melbourne time. So 2 hours before we started this one. Yeah. I'll see you then. I'll see you later. See you next week. Tuesday we'll do... I don't know what we'll do on Tuesday. But I will catch you all next time. You can find me at Creatrix Tiara just about anywhere on the internet. If you are looking for me on Mastodon, I'm Creatrix Tiara at mage.town. You can see my work, creatrixtiara.com, creativemagician.com. You want to see what I mean by stage magician plays. I try to upload the VODs on YouTube. Like a bit behind. But I try to get them up there. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. See yas.